After 10 years of excluding me from family reunions, they had the nerve to show up at my mansion, so I gave them exactly what they came for. I was in my home studio editing footage when my security cameras picked up 3 cars pulling into my gated driveway. My heart stopped when I recognized my mother's silver Camry leading the convoy. I'm Mia, 32, and I hadn't spoken to most of my family since I was 22. Seeing them on my property felt like finding termites in your foundation. To understand why this ambush hit so hard, you need context. Growing up, I was the weird one. My older sister Vanessa was the beauty queen. Perfect grades, cheerleading captain, homecoming court. I spent my teenage years locked in my room making YouTube videos about video games. My parents treated us like we were from different species. When Vanessa got accepted to nursing school, they threw a party. When I told them I was dropping out of community college to pursue content creation full-time, my father literally laughed in my face. You want to play video games for a living? That's not a career, Mia. That's avoiding adulthood. My mother was worse. At family dinners, she'd brag about Vanessa's accomplishments while describing me as still figuring things out. When relatives asked what I did, she'd change the subject. The breaking point came at Thanksgiving when I was 22. I just hit 100,000 subscribers. For context, that was significant money back then. I tried sharing my milestone. That's nice, honey, Mom said, not looking up. Vanessa just got engaged to Dr. Mitchell's son. Isn't that exciting? Uncle Robert leaned over. When are you going to get a real job, Mia? You can't play games forever. Vanessa smirked. Some of us contribute to society instead of begging strangers for money online. I left before dessert and never went back. The next 8 years were a blur of grinding. While Vanessa was planning elaborate weddings and posting Pinterest-perfect nursery photos, I was building an empire. My quiet, decade-long rise from streamer to multi-million-dollar founder detonated into the spotlight after my company's $47 million sale, dragging my estranged family to my marble foyer with fake congratulations and thinly veiled pleas for money. 3 children I've never met because I wasn't invited to any of their birthday parties. You isolated yourself, Vanessa snapped. You chose your little internet hobby over family. My little internet hobby, I repeated slowly. Just sold for more money than your husband will make in his entire career. The silence was beautiful. I pulled out my phone. Let me show you something. I scrolled to a screenshot. This is the donation I made to the Children's Hospital last year. $2 million. It funded an entire wing. Their faces went white. This is the scholarship fund I started for underprivileged kids who want to pursue creative careers. You know, the kids whose parents tell them their dreams aren't real jobs. I put my phone away. But here's what's interesting. When I made those donations, I thought about inviting my family to the ceremonies. Then I remembered the last thing you said to me, Vanessa. She shifted uncomfortably. You said I was begging strangers for money instead of contributing to society. I smiled. Turns out, I contribute plenty, just not to people who treated me like an embarrassment. Mom was crying now. Mia, we made mistakes. We didn't understand what you were building. No, you didn't try to understand. There's a difference. I walked to the front door and held it open. You came here hoping I'd forgotten how you treated me, that I'd be so grateful for your attention, that I'd write a check and pretend the last decade didn't happen. I looked at each of them, but I didn't build all of this by being stupid. I built it by recognizing when people only see me as useful and removing them from my life. As they shuffled toward the door, Vanessa turned back. So that's it? You're just going to shut out your entire family forever? I thought about it for a moment. You shut me out first. I'm just finally closing the door. That night, my actual family came over for dinner. My business partners, my team, the friends who believed in me when nobody else did. We ate takeout in my $1 million kitchen and laughed until midnight. Some families you're born into, some families you build. I chose mine wisely.